Cotton fields burned under crimson skies, smoke rising where the old house died. Nothing left but memories and dust of broken promises and fading trust. The flames climbed high into the night, painting the clouds with blood-red light. The old porch groaned before it fell, taking its stories down to hell. Photographs turned black and gray as decades slowly burned away. Every laugh and every tear disappeared within the fire. The wind carried embers through the dark, like souls searching for where they belong. Ashes in the cotton fields tonight, floating softly in the firelight. Ashes in the cotton fields remain, like scars that never fade away. Ashes in the cotton fields below, drifting where the cold winds blow. Ashes in the cotton fields still fall, like ghosts refusing to leave it all. My father worked these fields for years, through sweat and storms and silent fears. His weathered hands knew every row and every seed the earth would grow. My mother sang beneath the sun long before the darkness came. Her voice still lingers in the breeze, whispering through the dying trees. Now the barn stands charred and bare, like a skeleton against the air. The land remains, but something's gone. A chapter closed, a bloodline torn. The smoke rose high, the heavens watched, but no miracle ever stopped. Ashes in the cotton fields tonight, floating softly in the firelight. Ashes in the cotton fields remain, like scars that never fade away. Ashes in the cotton fields below, drifting where the cold winds blow. Ashes in the cotton fields still fall, like ghosts refusing to leave it all. Some fires burn wood, some fires burn homes, some fires burn memories, some fires burn souls. I watched the roof collapse into flame, and with it came the truth. Not everything lost can be rebuilt, not every wound can heal. Looking down through smoke and flame, the cotton rolls stretched black and still, like graves upon a distant hill. I walked where the front gate stood, through ashes. the same again. By morning, the fire was gone. The smoke had vanished. The house was gone. But the land remained silent, watching, remembering. And beneath the ashes, the past still breathed. The wind sings softly through the trees, like a ghost carried on the breeze. Moonlight falls across the grave, where forgotten names slowly fade. The cemetery sleeps below, beneath the silver midnight glow. Crooked stones and weathered crosses, marking lives and silent losses. The earth lies still beneath the frost, guarding stories time has lost. Every shadow, every sigh becomes a part of the night sky. The stars look down, the dead remain, listening through the cold moon rain. This is a dead man's lullaby, a song beneath the midnight sky. Dead man's lullaby, so low for the souls who couldn't let go. This is a dead man's lullaby, where broken dreams and memories lie. Dead man's lullaby tonight, sung by ghosts beneath the light. An old oak tree stands by the gate, watching over love and fate. Its twisted branches reach above, like hands still searching for lost love. There's a soldier buried near the hill, his rusted metal shining still. A gambler rests beneath the clay, where luck and sorrow slipped away. A lonely widow sleeps nearby, beneath the same eternal sky. The years have passed, the seasons flown, yet none of them are truly gone. The night remembers, the earth recalls, every voice beyond the wall. voices' eyes. No more running,
no more pain,
only moonlight,
only rain,
only silence,
only sleep.
beneath the soil dark and dead. Behind the clouds, wrapped inside a ghostly shroud. The graveyard glows beneath its flame, as if the dead still know my name. I kneel beside a weathered stone, thinking of the years I've known. Every road I've traveled far, every wound and every scar. Then the wind begins to sing branches overhead, not with fear and not with grief, but with a strange and gentle peace. The moon remembers, the oak remembers, the grave remembers, the dead remember. This is a dead man's lullaby, a song beneath the midnight sky. Dead man's lullaby, so low, for the souls who couldn't let go. This is a dead man's lullaby, where broken dreams and memories lie. Dead man's lullaby tonight, sung by ghosts beneath the light. This is a dead man's lullaby, for every tear and last goodbye. Dead man's lullaby, so slow, for the souls who couldn't let go. The night grows older, the moon sinks low, the graveyard falls silent once more. But somewhere beyond the darkness, beyond the pines, beyond the pines, beyond the pines. Like a beast crying through the night, steel wheels rolling without end, carrying sinners where roads descend. The tracks cut through the barren land like scars carved by a devil's hand. No station lights, no town ahead, just smoke and shadows clothed in dread. The engines scream beneath the storm, it's iron hot, forever warm. Black smoke rising toward the sky like lost souls learning how to die. The farther it rolled through the this line again. Inside the cars were weathered men, running from who they'd always been. Gamblers, drifters, thieves and ghosts, each carrying burdens the most. One old preacher sat alone, holding tightly to a worn-out tome. His eyes looked tired, cold and gray, like faith itself had slipped away. Across from him a gunslinger slept, dreaming of promises never kept. The scars upon his hardened face told stories time could not erase. No one spoke, no one prayed, only the wheels beneath the sang. I'm riding that hellbound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hellbound train, past every loss and every shame. Hellbound train through the midnight rain, no salvation on this line again. Wore a black coat, his face hidden in shadow. No ticket punched, no destination named, only one direction: forward, always forward. Past forgotten towns, past abandoned churches, past every chance I ever had. And through the darkness, I finally understood. This train wasn't carrying us to hell. We brought hell with us. Blood moon rose above the plains, shining red across the rails. Its crimson light revealed the truth, the sins of age and sins of youth. I looked outside and saw the dead, walking where the tracks had led. Hundreds standing in the rain, watching us pass once again. Their hollow eyes followed the train, filled with sorrow, loss and pain. Not with anger, not with hate, but the weight of forgotten fate. The tracks remember, the engine remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. I'm riding that hellbound train, loaded down with guilt and pain. Hellbound train through the pouring rain, no way back from where I've been. I'm riding that hellbound train, past every loss and every shame. Hellbound train through the midnight rain, no salvation on this line again. I'm riding that hellbound train through the darkness without an descend again. I heard the whistle in the dark, like a beast. The night was old, older than the road beneath my feet. I met the devil at the crossroads late, dust on my boots and a heavy fate. He tipped his hat beneath the moonlight glow, said, son, there's places only lost men go. The pines stood still, the fields were dead. A murder of crows flew overhead. The gravel road stretched black and thin, like it knew every secret buried within. I carried regrets in a burlap sack, 100 sins and no way back. The stars look cold above the plain, like heaven forgot my name again. He smiled slow through cigarette smoke, like every promise was a cruel joke. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. I rode through counties time forgot, past rusted churches left to rot, white paint peeling from the walls, listening to distant judgment calls. An old gas station flickered weak, like a dying prayer nobody speaks. A widow watched from her porch swing, while the night swallowed everything. I saw my reflection in a muddy creek, a tired old ghost who wanted to weep. The man staring back wasn't who I knew, just a shadow stitched in black and blue. The devil laughed and raised his glass, said nothing good was built to last. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Mama used to pray beside my bed, begging God to guide where I was led. But prayers grow weak in a broken land when whiskey becomes a guiding hand. The train tracks cried beneath the moon, like they knew I'd be leaving soon. Every town I touched turned cold, every promise bought and sold. The devil said, boy, you ain't evil, you're just tired. And tired men make desperate deals. fields, pale and white. The darkness moved beside the trees, carrying forgotten memories. I heard chain gangs in the wind, heard echoes of where I'd been. The river sang a mournful tune beneath a blood-red harvest moon. The farther we went, the less I knew if hell was ahead or already through. Maybe every mile I'd traveled long had been the devil's road all along. The sky turned black, the stars disappeared, no angels came, no voices near. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, take what is mine. I've been running from the truth my whole life. Devil at the crossroads, don't let me hide, selling my soul for one more ride. The devil disappeared before the dawn, like he was never there at all. But every midnight when the cold wind blows, I still hear him waiting down at the crossroads. Preacher's words fell like rain, but they couldn't wash away my pain. The road behind was stained with sin, and the storm was closing in. I sat alone outside the town where old railroad tracks cut through the ground. The sky was black, the fields were still, like death itself stood beyond the hill. Every mile I left behind still haunted corners of my mind. Every face and every name returned like ghosts within the rain. The thunder spoke across the plain, but offered nothing for the pain. No salvation tonight for me, just whiskey, dust, and memories. No salvation tonight, I know, only darkness down this road. No salvation tonight, I find, only ghosts I left behind. No salvation tonight, it seems, only shadows in my dreams. it in my hand, like the last friend who'd understand. Its amber glow beneath the storm felt colder than it once felt warm. I remembered every mistake, every promise I chose to break, the people lost along the way, the words I never got to say. An old neon sign buzzed weak and blue outside a bar I once passed through. Somewhere inside, another man was making the same mistakes again. The rain kept falling, the night grew old, and every regret grew harder to hold. No salvation tonight for me, just whiskey, dust, and memories. No salvation tonight, I know, only darkness down this road. No salvation tonight, I find, only ghosts I left behind. No salvation tonight, it seems, only shadows in my dreams. I spent years chasing freedom, years chasing escape, but every road led back to the same place. A man can't outrun his own reflection, a sinner can't hide from recollection. And somewhere beneath this storm-filled sky, I stopped asking the reason why. Clouds as darkness wrapped itself around. The highway stretched beyond my sight, a black river through the night. I started the engine one more time, listening to its tired whine. The headlights cut through rain and smoke, like fragile hope already broke. Still I drove into the storm, past fields abandoned and weather-worn, with nowhere left to truly go, except wherever the darkness flowed. The road remembers, the rain remembers, the whiskey remembers, the dead remember. No salvation tonight for me, just whiskey, dust, and memories. No salvation tonight, I know, only darkness down this road. No salvation tonight, I find, only ghosts I Creek town, the church bell cracked, the sun went down. Footsteps echoed through the dust, like a warning nobody trusts. Storefront windows stood in line, frozen somewhere beyond time. The faded signs and weathered wood held more stories than they should. The sheriff's office sat alone, like a forgotten gravestone. Its peeling paint and broken glass watched another shadow pass. The wind carried whispers from the hills, and every whisper gave me chills. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Same as every night before. She swore she heard the rider come when the church clock struck one. A black horse crossed the empty square with no living soul sitting there. Its iron shoes struck sparks below, like embers from a fire long ago. Tracks beyond the creek still groan with voices soft and weak. Men who vanished years before, searching for a forgotten shore. Nobody asked what happened then. Some secrets never leave Red Creek again. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Father told me when I was young, never stay when the night has come. Leave before the moon climbs high, before you hear the widow cry. But youth is blind and pride runs deep, and some promises we never keep. So I wandered where the darkness spread, toward the old graveyard hill instead. There beneath the crooked pine, I saw figures standing in a line. Silent faces, pale and gray, watching the world decay. Clouds rolled over the harvest moon, and the town grew colder far too soon. Every porch light flickered weak as fear returned to Red Creek. I heard bell begin to ring, though no hand touched a thing. One slow toll across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. And the rider crossed the square, the black horse breathing frozen air. He tipped his hat and turned away and vanished before the break of day. The wind stopped blowing, the night stood still, the town held its breath beyond the hill. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, lost souls wandering through the night. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where darkness always finds its way in. Some towns disappear with time, some towns become legends, and some towns never let the dead leave. Red Creek was one of those towns. Chapel stood on a lonely hill, white paint fading cold and still, black wings circling through the gray, like they knew what happened that day. Its windows stared like hollow eyes toward forgotten southern skies. The wooden cross above the door had weathered storms for years and more. The graveyard slept beneath the weeds, guarding secrets no one reads. Broken stones lean toward the earth, mocking sorrow, loss and birth. The wind blew hard across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every life. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. An old preacher lived there once, speaking words of providence, but whispers spread from town to town when strange misfortune came around. A farmer vanished in the rain, never seen alive again. A widow swore she heard him pray long after death had come his way. Every Sunday fewer came, fear replacing faith and shame, until one stormy autumn night the chapel lost its final light. The bell stopped ringing, the door stayed closed, and darkness claimed what heaven knowed. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. Some say the preacher lost his mind, some say he made a bargain, some say the devil came one night and left before the morning. But every story ends the same: a storm, a scream, a flash of lightning, and the crows always the crows. The blood moon rose beyond the pines, casting shadows long and wide. The chapel stood against the glow, like a monument to sorrow. I climbed the hill through mud and rain, drawn by something I couldn't explain. The front door creaked beneath my hand, like it remembered every man. Inside the pew sat covered in dust, abandoned hymns and fading trust. Then somewhere deep within the dark, a single crow let out a mark. The chapel remembers, the graveyard remembers, the crows remember, the dead remember. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. Crows above the chapel remain through every storm and every rain. Crows above the chapel soar, guarding secrets forevermore. By sunrise, the hill was empty, the chapel stood circling through the gray, like they knew what happened that day. Its windows stared like hollow eyes toward forgotten southern skies. The wooden cross above the door had weathered storms for years and more. The graveyard slept beneath the weeds, guarding secrets no one reads. Broken stones lean toward the earth, marking sorrow, loss, and birth. The wind blew hard across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry, beneath the cold and empty sky. Lived there once, speaking words of providence, but whispers spread from town to town when strange misfortune came around. A farmer vanished in the rain, never seen alive again. A widow swore she heard him pray long after death had come his way. Every Sunday fewer came, fear replacing faith and shame, until one stormy autumn night the chapel lost its final light. The bell stopped ringing, the door stayed closed, and darkness claimed what heaven knows. Cold and empty sky. Some say the preacher lost his mind.
Some say he made a bargain.
Some say the devil came one night
And left before the morning.
but every story ends the same.
A storm,
A scream,
a scream,
a flash of lightning, and the crows, always the crows. Shadows long and wide, the chapel stood against the glow, like a monument sorrow, I climbed the hill through mud and rain, drawn by something I couldn't explain. The front door creaked beneath my hand like it remembered every man. Inside the pew sat covered in dust, abandoned hymns and fading trust. And somewhere deep within the dark, a single crow let out the mark. The chapel remembers, the graveyard remembers, the crows remember, the dead remember. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every light. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry, beneath the cold and empty sky. Crows above the chapel remain through every storm and every rain. Crows above the chapel soul, guarding secrets forevermore. By sunrise, the hill was empty. The chapel stood alone. The storm had passed. The preacher carried a worn-out Bible. The outlaw carried a loaded gun. Both men walking toward the sunset, knowing neither could outrun. The preacher's coat was faded black, dust from 1,000 miles on his back. His eyes held storms he'd never told, and prayers that had long grown cold. The outlaw rode a tired mare, with scars and blood stains everywhere. Wanted posters filled the towns, yet no reward could hunt him down. One searched for grace, one searched for peace. Neither man could find release. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. They met beside an old saloon, beneath a blood-red harvest moon. No words were spoken for a while. us a ride. The outlaw stared into the night. Both carried ghosts they couldn't shake. Both carried choices they couldn't take back. The town around them slowly slept, while memories they buried crept. Old regrets came crawling near, whispering things they feared to hear. The whiskey burned, the silence spoke. Every promise slowly broke. The preacher and the outlaw ride. Two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. The preacher said, I've buried saints, I've buried thieves, I've buried men who begged forgiveness on their final knees. The outlaw laughed, I've robbed banks, I've shed blood, but every man I've ever killed was someone's son. Then silence filled the desert air. Neither man had more to share, 'cause deep inside they understood the line between evil and good. Beyond the hills, but darkness lingered with them still. The road stretched on through dust and stone, a path neither would walk alone. Coyotes cried across the plain like mourners singing through the rain. The preacher opened up his book, the outlaw never dared to look. Yet side by side they rode ahead toward whatever fate had said. Two different men beneath one sky, both preparing for goodbye. The desert remembers, the wind remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. The preacher and the outlaw ride. Two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what